Happy New Year. You know, I stayed up all night Monday night because I had work to do. I had stuff I needed to do, and basically, well, probably about 4 o'clock in the morning, I decided I was going to have a beer, and I went to my keg to get a beer, and it was empty. Well, I got about half a beer out of the deal. So I realized, oh shit, I don't have any beer for New Year's. And because I was up all night, I knew that I was going to have to sleep today to get some sleep before New Year's. So basically what I'm doing is I waited for the beer store to open, and I'm walking up the street. My wife's gone to work. She can't drive me because she's not home. And I'm walking up here to get some beer, at which time I'm going to come home, have a sandwich and a beer, and go to bed so I can get up later on and do New Year's. And that was fine, you know, not a problem. And I really hadn't been outside for the entire night because I was downstairs in the basement working, and when I went to open the door to come out and walk up here, I was faced with this. I mean, we had snow already, but there's a major snowstorm heading here. So, anyway, welcome to northern North America. That's what we get. Not just Canada, you know, this is the US as well, you know, in northern parts of the United States, you get this stuff. So, well, anyways, I'm walking up to the beer store. I got my cart because, like I said, my wife she's not home, so I got no car. Walking up to get myself some beer. Probably piss water. But anyway, that's what I'm doing now. Yeah, can I have 24 cans of James Ready, please? $34.95. Snow blowing everywhere. I gotta get home. There's ice everywhere out here. Oops. Oh my god. And we're all good. Okay, guys? So we'll see in a few minutes when we got some partying going on. Look at all the branches that got damaged from that ice storm we had. This is the ice forms on the trees, and then the branches break off because of the weight of the ice. Look at all that, man. That's unbelievable. Okay, so far nothing about this video has been homebrew related. Up until now. Munton's Pale Ale beer kit, with 4 pounds of 2-row mashed at 153 for an hour and a half, plus 1 pound of carapils and some wine. Some nice red Bergamot. Beautiful. That's the way she goes. Cheers. I'm going to get some sleep. Later on, we're going to have a party. A little party. Well, I got some sleep. And actually, the party ended up being at the neighbor's house, and I didn't really spend too much time there because it was loud and like not with music, but with kids and stuff. So me and David came home and we just hung out and stuff, and ate some food. We had dinner over there though. The neighbors. We had a turkey dinner. Actually, it was beautiful. Mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, everything. Turkey, good stuff. Got a shrimp ring in the fridge that never got eaten, so that's tomorrow's dinner. Love it. I think the first order of business for me this new year. Am I too low? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Fix that. That's better. The first order of business is to brew more beer. More beer. I've been kind of going back to back with my beer brewing, and sometimes if I don't get things done the way, at the right time, I run out, and then I end up drinking store-bought. And store-bought, these colds, that if you get this cold this year, it lasts for a long time. I mean, I don't have a fever, I'm not coughing. And I've talked to other people that have the same thing. It just goes on and on, it won't quit. God, what's going on? So, but to brew more beer is the thing. Oh, God, that's cold. Anyway, as I don't like buying beer, it's, as you saw, it's expensive. It's not home brew. Actually, the camera right now is sitting on my home brew bucket there, the beer one that I showed you just a little while ago. So, good spot for it. Just protecting it. So that's the thing. The other order of business, this, during January and during the beginning of this year is to sort of clean up a little bit here and then make more videos. I don't like filming videos when it's a messy environment, especially when I'm making food or beer or something like that. So this work area here, I mean, it's not really just the brewing area. The brewing area is where you are there, where the camera's. That's the brewing area. The bench is a workbench. It's used to fix things or do stuff, But I also use it to make videos. I put the camera over there, and then I use the workbench as a platform for me to do things on while I'm making the video. So, but it gets cluttered, and that's why I tend not to make videos, because that means I have to clean up. So, but I have to make more. I'm gonna make this beer kit that was sent to me by the Pat Mac guy. The Pat Mac's brewing caps guy. It's a 1 gallon batch of beer using no, it's not. It's a 2 liter, whatever that is in gallons. 2 liter batch of beer. Using just the bottle, the bottles and the Pat Mac caps. I could never get that right. So that's fun, and it's an easy way for people to just, really, honestly, without buying any equipment. If you have a homebrew supply store in your town, all you need to, and you'll see the video when I make the video, all you need to do is pick up a few simple ingredients and a couple of 2 liter pop bottles and these caps, and You can actually make beer without spending any money on any equipment at all. I mean, if that isn't a beginner thing, I don't know what is. A couple of pop bottles, you know, pick yourself up the ingredients, maybe some sanitizer, and you get all that from your homebrew supply shop, or order it online too if you want. When you do that video, you'll see it. And it's just, making beer is so simple, really. It can be. And anyone who's just sort of teetering on, I don't know whether I want to, well, you got nothing to lose with that. Because even if you make beer and you don't like it or something, you can always make apple cider, hard apple cider, or other kinds of wines using the 2-liter pop bottles and the caps. So, I mean, it's a great thing to do, right in your own kitchen. I bought a 50-pound bag of 2-row grains about a year and a half ago. And there's about 20 pounds left. And I don't know what to, I'm hearing that it might not be as good to mash with as it was when it was fresh. And I didn't know that. I thought as long as the grains were not crushed, they were fine to let sit, for a couple years and just use them when you want. So now I'm kind of faced with, do I want to do another all grain batch soon? And maybe it won't turn out so well because the grains aren't gonna, aren't gonna convert. So, we'll see how this batch here turns out, the one the camera is on, because that I did 4 pounds of 2-row. So we'll see how it attenuates, or how much gravity I get, and how it turns out. If it turns out good, then the grains are good. Then I'll do an all grain batch. It's been great year. It's gone by quick, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys for watching, and for being there, for commenting, for subscribing, and everything. It's been great. Those of you who've been in my live broadcast, thank you for joining that. It's a lot of fun. Well, I'm looking forward to another year of making videos. And by the way, earlier when you saw when I fell down, I didn't hurt myself. There's enough snow on the ground to just dampen the impact. So, but there was a lot of ice out there. I thought that was funny. It wasn't funny. I wasn't very impressed at the time, but when I played it back, I laughed. So not to worry. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm not that rickety just yet. Another year of videos. I got to do a wort chiller video talking about wort chilling. All about that because it's a subject that needs to be discussed. Different types of wort chillers, why you should chill your wort quickly when you finish it boil, and why certain wort chillers are better than others. For different applications, like some are better on a kitchen faucet, some are better on a hose faucet, and depending on where you're brewing your beer, indoors, outdoors, you're going to want to find the chiller that's tuned to the type of water pressure that you're dealing with. I don't know if most people know that, but there's a difference in the thickness of the piping that the chiller's made out of, the length of the piping, and the water pressure that you have available to you. And getting the most efficient wort chilling system for your needs is really what you want to spend your money on when you do get a wort chiller. So we're going to talk about all that in a video. And you've seen the fancy one that I use, and that one's perfect for kitchen taps because it's made for that. Anyway, we'll talk about that in the video when the video happens. So that's coming up. As far as the Craig Talk channel, I apologize. I haven't posted anything on there yet. It's because my voice has been so nasal, and I've got this cold, and I don't really want to sit and talk for an hour or half an hour or whatever it's going to be when I'm sounding like this, it's annoying, and I'm sniffing and everything, and so I've been holding off on making any of those videos. But it looks to me like I'm just going to have to do it anyway because this thing's not going away. But that's about it. I don't have anything else to say. I hope you had a good New Year's. I hope you're not too hungover. Do drink lots of water if you feel a little hungover, or Gatorade. That will help you. And, replace those electrolytes and, the salt that you got rid of when you drank all that, whatever you drank, if you did. And hydration is the most important part when you drink alcohol, because that's really what happens is you get dehydrated. And I drink a glass of water between every beer or between every glass of wine or whatever I'm doing. And I tend to not get hangovers. And home brew wine and beer, it's a lot harder to get a hangover off of that because it's just more natural. There's no preservatives in it, and it's just better for you. So I can't wait until that batch is ready. Looking forward to some home brew. I'm going to settle down, watch some... I've got a Rush concert that Jake and Dar, he sent me a little thumb drive with some stuff on it, and one of the things that was on it was a Rush concert, and I've watched some of it, but I haven't watched it all, and I'm dying to watch it. So I'm going to get this video up there, and I'm going to sit and have a beer and watch that. Thanks, Jake, by the way. And I've got him and I have a little surprise coming up. We're going to, he sent me a beer. Okay. I don't know if I've already talked about this. I don't think I have, but if I have, well, whatever. So he sent me a beer. This is Jake from Jake and Dar. This is what has now been called, not by me, but this is now being labeled a Craig Tube Porter. It's a recipe I came up with a while back. I just threw some things together. I did a little research on porters, and I threw some stuff together. It wasn't not at all grain. It was a partial using a beer kit, actually, and some grains and some hops. And I threw it together, and a few of our fellow home brewers have actually tried the recipe and have enjoyed the beer. So Jake and Dar, he made the recipe, and he sent me this. So this is his version of the Craig Tube Porter. And he has a bottle of this that Optimod, one of our other friends and the voice of my live broadcast, the announcer voice, Optimod made a Craig Tube Porter and sent it to Jake. Jake made a Craig Tube Porter and sent it to me. So little conveyor belt there and a little pipeline. And Jake and I are going to get on Skype with video, and we're going to open these together on a upcoming Homebrew Wednesday, and do a little tasting. So that'll be fun. I'm going to put that back in the fridge. That should be good. All right. I don't know if I'm, what time is it or how long this is, but cheers. 17. 17 means cheers in our little community, by the way. A little bit of a story behind that, but that's just what it means. If you're ever wondering what 17 means, it's a race car thing, and it just ended up meaning cheers, bottoms up. It's like a handshake. And so 17, and we'll see you guys in future videos and on the live broadcast. And just keep on brewing. Cheers. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.